Hey everyone, I am here today to talk about some nutrients that are in the garden and some of my favorite, the beets. And in my house, it's beet for a treat. And I'm actually not even going to be showcasing the root part of this vegetable, which by the way are awesome in nutrients. Anything that you can eat directly from the ground and get those nutrients from the earth into your body, those are the best kind for you. So I'm not actually going to talk about the beets today. What I'm going to showcase is the beet greens. And this is actually how I store these. I will wash them and then lay them on a clean drying cloth and then roll them up on this damp drying cloth and put it in my fridge. I just kind of fold it over and it stays like this in the fridge, clean and crisp for a couple days. And so it's really handy. What I'm doing today is sauteing the beet greens. Yes, the beet greens are so full of antioxidants. They're right up there, not quite as good for you as kale, but close. So I'm sauteing the beet greens with some red onion and some salmon. Now, because the beet greens don't take long, I've started the red onions. You can see that there. And they're almost done. And the salmon as well. I'm just going to flip that over. And about the time that I flip the salmon over is when I'm going to add in the beet greens. Now, I'm just going to make a spot for them in the pan, maybe on this third spot over here. And I probably will add a little bit more oil. And I know what you're thinking, my kids are not going to be eating beet greens. Yeah, well, you know what? Mine don't either. But what they do love is sauteed broccoli. And so if you have a large pan, saute some broccoli, go for it. If they've never tried sauteed broccoli with a little bit of the liquid aminos, go for it. My kids eat this up. So I'm just going to let this cook down, and literally this is like a 5-minute supper, especially if you're just serving up some broccoli. My kids actually like salmon too. Now at the very end of this, and excuse me talking over you, I'm either going to hit it with some liquid aminos, which is like soy sauce, or a sweet white balsamic vinegar. And that's what I really prefer because the sweetness kind of cuts into the beet greens and then it really complements the salmon well. But since I have some of this uber awesome ginger sesame dressing from my mason jar group, I am going to use this sort of as a glaze for the greens, and it complements the salmon perfectly. And so I'll just let that finish up in another minute or so, and it is good to go. So the stuff from the garden, don't toss it all out. And maybe you've never tried beet greens. Well, now's the time to try it. You don't have beets in your garden? Come find me. The garden, the produce aisle of the grocery store, farmer's market, and the smaller beet leaves are awesome in a salad. Oh yes, you can. There are many ways to take advantage of all that's grown out there. I love this time of year, but I hate it because I'm losing all my good stuff. So if you'd like this recipe in detail or the one for the dressing, please comment below or send me a message and I can get that out to you. So let me know what you're doing with your garden treats before the big freeze.